Hello, it's Joe. Lately we've been seeing an increase in people looking for good, clean, used boats. So we figured this morning that we'd shoot one of the boats that we have in stock right now. This was a 2016 Lund 1875 crossover XS that we custom ordered for a gentleman. I actually sold the boat to him originally. His hobbies have changed over the past couple of years and he's not using the boat as much as he was. So he decided that he wanted to go ahead and get rid of it so that somebody can enjoy the boat. The one thing that he did do is he ordered this boat in right. It's got all of the options that everybody's looking for. The 1875 crossover gives you the flexibility of not only fishing but also playing. This particular boat has the black and white color package here. He did put the Minn Kota Ulterra up on the bow. That's an 80-pound Ulterra, has the iPilot function, so it's got the spot lock that everybody's looking for. He's also got the ski package inside this boat, which includes the bow cushions as well as the removable ski pylon, which we'll take a look at here in a little bit when we get inside. Moving towards the transom of the boat, you'll notice he got all the options in there, but he didn't put a whole bunch of extra, glamour and glitz on the boat. He went with the basic trailer to get you out there, be able to take some of the costs off of there, and then decided against the raised Lund emblems. Again, just some of those things that he didn't feel like he needed when he bought this boat from us originally. But he did put his money where it counts, into the fishing equipment on the boat. So as we move back towards the transom, you'll notice that the boat does have a couple of Scotty 1106 downriggers. So it's got one port and starboard. So far we've got the Minn Kota bow mount, the Ulterra, which has the automatic deploy and the spot lock. We've got two electric downriggers, Scotty 1106s, 60-inch telescopic boom on those guys. And as I work my way all the way to the stern of this boat, it's also got the 9.9 kicker. One of the things we do with our stock boats is we don't bring them in with the controls up at the helm. So we're doing a lot of tiller style kickers on these crossovers. This gentleman, since he custom ordered it, he decided that he was going to order it in with the controls at the helm, and we'll look at that here in just a little bit. The nice thing about the crossover is that it is a very nice boat powered by 150 horsepower motor. So this has got the Mercury 150 on the back of there, pops up out of the hole, gets up onto a plane real nicely, really gives you the versatility in this boat to be able to use it for pleasure as well as fishing. So we'll take a look inside where you're going to notice some of the different hybrids items on this boat that gives it the ability to do both really well. So one of the benefits of buying a used boat is the boats come equipped with all of the fishing equipment. Here at Valley Marine, when we bring a Lund in, for the most part, we bring them in boat, motor, and trailer because everybody's so specific on what they want to fish with. Some people, it just doesn't really matter. They're looking for a good deal, and that's where these used boats really come into play. Like we talked about earlier, we've got our kicker back here, the 9.9. That's the high thrust kicker. It's got the tie bar that goes to the main motor, and he did do the hydraulic steering on this one. Again, not a lot of the glamour and glitz in this boat, but definitely a lot of the right equipment to get you out on the water and have an enjoyable time. We also talked about some of the hybrid options on this boat to make it a fish and ski, and some of those are going to be back here at the transom. First, you're going to have a really nice oversized live well across the back here, so you're going to be able to put your fish in. Right here in the center, this is where your removable ski pylon goes. The removable ski pylon is actually located back underneath, tucked away unless you need it. It's back with the actual sport top on this boat, so it does have the sunshade for the driver and passenger when you're in here. And a really nice feature on all of these boats is going to be your rear jump seats. So you can actually have 4 people inside the cockpit of this boat. You could utilize the 2 jump seats, utilize your driver's and passenger seat, maybe move this seat up into the bow or move it across the back, and you can see just how much room you actually have to walk around. Just a lot of room in the 1875. Now when we look at the 1875, you do have to remember 1875 is actually 18 feet 10 inches. So this boat almost measures out to a 19-foot boat. If you're comparing it to other manufacturers, you want to be looking at their 19-foot models, not their 18-foot models. So vinyl floor, very nice inside the cockpit area as well. So for the fishing application, we've got our kicker motor, we've got all of our electronics, we've got our live well, we've also got a in-floor rod storage up in the bow, but one thing that I really like about this boat is it also has an in-floor ski locker. So that's right down here in the center line of the boat. It does have a little attachment here, so you can actually put some extra rods in here if you're not utilizing it for a ski locker. A couple of rods across here. We'll look at the other rod storage up in the front. So far we've got a ski pylon, we've got a ski tow, and we've also got a MP3 player up at the helm, a couple of bow cushions, so set up to go out and have a good time playing. All the fishing equipment that we have inside here really makes it a true hybrid boat, and I can't tell you enough how much this boat is actually set up to be able to do both things very, very well. And it is a true 50-50 boat. So next we're going to take a look at the helm. So here we are at the helm of the 2016 1875 crossover, and I wanted to point some stuff out to you here as well. Just mentioned, MP3 player right here at the helms, arm's reach for the captain, be able to control the volume on the radio when you're actually out and using it. The boat is equipped with the 7-inch fish finder GPS. That's the Lowrance, that's the Elite 7. So a really nice system. And we do have the controls for your main motor, as well as the controls for your kicker motor to be able to put that motor up and down, turn it on, all here at the helm. And one thing that I haven't mentioned before is there is the variable dial control king on here too. So all you have to do is put that kicker motor into gear, utilize that variable dial. After you get it into gear, it's really going to give you precise speeds when you're working the kicker motor. So a really nice option on this boat too. And here's that in-floor rod storage that I mentioned before. Be able to fit 5 rods inside here. It is lockable. The in-floor ski locker is lockable as well too. And you can see that we do have our battery charger right here. So when you're done fishing for the day, all you have to do is plug this in. It's going to charge up the batteries for your Minn Kota Ulterra up in the bow, and you'll be ready to go for another day of fishing. Moving towards the front of the boat, like we mentioned, it's got the ski package, which includes these 2 cushions. The cushions are removable, and underneath here, there's actually a ton of storage. These are probably 2 of the biggest compartments that are on board. Not only did he leave the fishing equipment on here, like I mentioned, his hobbies have changed, so he left a lot of extras inside this boat as well too. The boat has got numerous rod holders, it's got the weights for the downriggers, there's a Columbia River anchor up front here, a couple of life jackets, some fenders, you've even got your big buoy for your Columbia River anchor. So overall, this boat has got everything somebody needs to get out on the water and have a good time. So again, 2016 1875 crossover. Thanks.